What does maturity mean? If you want to deep theological word, and let's do that. I already put this in shortcuts, right? Don't go deep on me. What is maturity, church?
Coming from a young boy, and understanding things, and young boy understanding more than understanding what a man thinks. That's the truth. But it's stuck in a basic moment where you become a wave, but you remember the truth.
Anybody else? Anybody else? So give me some.
Grow. Maturity grow.
What does that mean? Rise up from Boston and tell us.
Okay, well, I guess for me, growth would be, I don't know, that's a good question. I guess I never had to look at it like that.
Okay, then do this. While you up, go to tell about you. And that'll come back to you. Yeah, while you up.
What about me?
You want me to tell your story? You can tell it best.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, yeah, good.
Okay, so what do you want me
But I'll help you. Let's have a conversation. You made a phone call. Let's start there.
Well, we had a conversation. I was a daddy's girl, and for the last 4 years, I've been really close to my dad. And so we had a conversation, and I was told that I had to go and tell my dad that I was to ask him for his forgiveness for my ill feelings towards him. And it turned out that the 4 years was really a big misunderstanding between us. And so we talked for like an hour and a half, and it was the best conversation.
You know what that's called? Look at you. I know you'll do it. Know you do it. Just taking a simple task and doing it. And now you've grown. You see, guys, we don't want to grow because I want to be right. Now, you don't say ouch a lot tonight. Because I found out that whenever you decide that you want to I'm just like that, that's just me. Don't say, you say ouch, you say, that's just who I am. That's what I do. There's no such thing. Because if any man be what? He's going to do what? All things? Behold, become new. Then how's that just me? Let's start in the book of Isaiah. Go ahead, preacher. Come on.
There was a phone call and said to go and reconcile with my dad because I hear something like that. I had a chance to talk to him like I never talked to him. Express to him like I never have. And I'm his oldest son. Before God called him home, he had a chance to recognize.
You can give him what? Somebody moving the tongue, you be still.
I apologize.
But like y'all said, before God called him home, I had a chance to go sit down and talk to him. That was one of the best conversations together. Just being obedient to what was told to me.
Tell them what happened shortly after that.
The blessings.
Shortly after that, what happened? Where's your dad? Dad passed away. So it was a timely matter. So guys, listen, we talk about dad, it's a timely matter. You stop holding on to stuff. When you say that you are Holy Ghost filled, fire baptized, you got to stop holding on to stuff in doing so. So listen, let's go and dismiss the children now. Yes.
Yes.
Blessings. I need my stand up one. Don't give me no fake one either. Hold me like you miss. You get my last message? Okay. Let's go to the, let's go to Isaiah 1, 18 and 19. I want to start somewhere tonight. Oh, how's your mother? Look at God, huh? When you do it, all things Florine, reread Mitchell. I'm sorry.
She came for us to say, no, first of all, she told the nurses she was stuck in the face. But she don't want to take rehab. She won't be out of the system.
Yeah, that, listen. I've been them days, I'm home. I'm busy. I thought you do it if you want to. I had to go to Florida because they were scared of me.
They got the riches for this.
I'm thankful and grateful that she still got that one in the body. And I would say this about dementia, people don't understand. Yeah. Even with your mother, if you start talking about God, dementia is not an issue. But when you start talking about earthly stuff, she may not remember even you. But as soon as you say something about God, she's back in there. Heaven and earth. But the word, Bible tells us it's going to stay. Yeah. I like that old lady there. I like that. Amen. Are we in the book of Isaiah?
Amen.
18 and 19? Somebody read it. Come on. Hey, we're in a conversation. You go read. You got work now. Let's work. You got places to be.
18. What's the man shadowy with wings?
Whoa. Isaiah 1, 18, 19. Go ahead, man. You want to read it? Thank you, sir.
Calm down.
Do what now?
Calm down.
Say, neighbor, come now, and let us reason together. Go ahead. Hold on. Somebody say, I will declare to be willing and obedient. Now, somebody tell me the difference. What's the difference between willing and obedient? Like it. Let's do it. Every now and then she throws you back. Anybody else? Y'all ain't gonna learn nothing. I'm saying, look at y'all like y'all learning nothing. I'm gonna stop right now. I'm just saying that. For Bible study time, we got.
If really wants to do it,
Yes, sir. Everybody else? You have it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You have it.
Willing is when you, I'll get to accept the deal, but yeah, obedient, doing.
Okay. Question, if I ask you to do something, you do it because I asked you. Willing, I don't have to ask you to do it. Like dead batteries in my microphone before I come teach. Should I have to ask somebody to make sure this thing got batteries?
No.
I'm sure you got to. You got to be willing. And see, you got a whole bunch of people in the church that's obedient. No, you got a whole bunch of people in the church that's obedient. Now. It's better than sacrifice. But why did he say will and?
The scripture where it said, God left children. When you give, you give cheerful.
They'll remind me. It's like a different part.
Yeah.
Like, so, that's what I'm saying.
Anybody else?
When I hear the phrase, I hear women that don't be it because not doing something because you want to, not doing it out of fear of consequences.
Bingo. Now, can I show you what it looks like in the flesh? No? Yeah. You see what he had? He keeping his tail. You're obedient because it's a service now. But he's willing because he was staying home. It's been home. But some made him do what? Some made him willing and see, when you do something because somebody asks you, that's okay because you can't be obedient. But that's tradition. You gotta catch this, guy. When you do what the Bible said, whatever you find your hands to do. You say, well, I ain't been asked. Well, you ain't willing. Because when you're willing, you'll do what needs to be done. When you're obedient, you're going to do what you've been asked to do. Anybody understand the difference? Doing it out of fear, doing it because I know I should be doing it. Amen?
Can you say that again?
Which part?
The last part.
Which part you heard? I can go from there. Doing it because you were asked to do it. It's different than doing it because you're willing to do it. That's why he says you got to be willing and obedient. See, that's the difference, guys. And that's the catch. If you'll be willing, you hear me say all the time, if you will just obey the word, it'll come to pass. Don't I tell you that? If you, because I can't make you, but I would say if you obey this word, know what you mean? You obey everything. But I tell you what happens. What happens, sunshine? If you will what? He said, if you will be willing and obedient. See, guys, we've been church running along so long. I go because that's where I'm supposed to be.
That's it.
Oh,
That's it.
that's why you come and look like you don't need. When you willing, that's a whole different life. Yeah. Oh, Jesus. That's a whole different life. Because willing makes you dedicated to the cause. David asked about Goliath. David said, is there not a cause? See, willing gonna make you say, is there not a cause? And I don't have to know what it is, I just gotta know it is one. Somebody can catch that in there. It's gonna come right around. And so I'm learning that when I'm willing and somebody say and. See, you gotta be what? You gotta be both. You have to be willing and obedient. Are we good there? See, what I want to tell you, I'm trying to tell you, you got to stop going through it and start growing through it. Because if you're obedient to do it and you will it, you got to say, I'm coming out. If I don't, I still got my praise on. If I don't, I still got my shot on. Because where I am should be the celebration, not where I'm trying to go. You'll catch that again next week. Where I am should be the celebration, not where I'm trying to go. Because if I'm not celebrating where I am, when I get to where I'm trying to go, I'm tired. Because I've spoken too hard. I've used too much energy. So that's why I say that I'm tired. I'm sitting up. Why? Because as for us, because we do it our way. God knows if I can do some things differently. My way, woo. I was thinking today, my wife says, we was looking at something. And when we started, there were 7 years or something. And you hear this ministry, not ministry itself. But we say it though, do it all. CPR has been through some things. Do it all. I understand, God, you've been good to us. It hurted some days. It hurted some nights. People you gonna ride with you betray you. The people you gonna ride with you were the first to leave. But yet, somebody said, but? Come on. So you got to be willing to do this, guys. can't just, how many people say, well, I'm a Christian? That didn't mean nothing. You got to be willing to suffer. You got to be willing. How many people willing to suffer? Don't lie. Don't do it. Don't do it. But until you're willing to suffer, you can't win. Yeah, I'll take my time. We're going to come out of this thing. Go ahead, brother.
You said really simple.
No, because let me tell you why we suffer. We suffer because we expect more from the person. Yet when we let God, because we were like that. We were like that. Somebody said, but if it had not been.
But if it had not been
For the Lord
that was the Lord.
on my side. Best thing ever happened. But you had me there the first 5 years. God, we miss you. Yeah, we miss you, God. She said it, I said, God, we miss you. And listen, HELL is a destination, not a cuss word. But we both say, ain't no way in hell you talk us to that. There's no way. Not the way this going. Cause she said that man crazy. And I said, Lord, I heard she crazy. We ain't gonna do this. Because, let me tell you something. I was in one place, she was in another place. In life. God didn't call us together because we were good together. God called us together because he could use us together. To do something with nations. That she came with all this luggage, I came in with this baggage. Luggage and baggage don't go together because you can't try. You're way down either way. But what happened, here's what happened. We had to grow through it. When we stopped going through it, we started growing through it. Then I knew that was my help, not my own. I knew that was my help, not my own. So the thing about it is that when you labor, see, we go through stuff. We should grow through stuff. So that's it, because watch. Once he told me stop looking at her. You know I know who Michael Jackson is? He said start well. With the man in the mirror. Once I started with the man in the mirror, I couldn't see her faults no more. I couldn't see her issues no more. I couldn't see her downfall no more. Why? Because I was so busy, Vincent, trying to work on mine. I was so busy, I had to work on me. I had someone to bring over here. Shoot, I'll get tired trying to take her too. This is what we parted at in the flesh. Somebody can guess that in something. We parted in the flesh and joined.
My God.
Okay. That's when we stopped. That's when we stopped because she didn't do nothing right. I ain't do nothing right. We were arguing about what we were going to do. How you do? I know some of y'all crazy. We argued. What do you want here? What do you want here? Jesus. Did you listen? We both hungry. We home no more because we fussing. We straight up. We straight up, man. I'm too mad eating that. You done got on my nerves. Then, Vincent, an hour later. Wait, somebody touching your body. Not hold up. He's bad, but now you gotta come together. Well, feel bad. But we're gonna come together and do something about this here. Then you start saying, hey, what you think about this? We went from fussing about it. But we ain't fighting about what you think about it. Somebody, then you look like say, come on, man. Come on. So listen to me. That's when you're going through it. You got to be willing to grow through it. You got me? Can I say this? In a minute, I don't care if you like it or not, I'll tell you, men slow. Out of all the ears out there, yeah, we slow. I ain't in the class, we'll teach you that now. Don't put up to my not me, yes, you. We slow. Can I tell you why we slow? Can I help the brothers now? Listen, he said, because man shall not be alone. You know why we shouldn't be alone? Because we're slow. So until you grow with me, because you're gonna get tired of flowing with me. You gotta grow with me.
Yeah.
If man was slow, why did he say, man? He never said they couldn't be by themselves. He said, man should not be alone. We sit around, we get dangerous if we by ourselves. No, listen. Women, I'm telling you, so keep laughing. So what happens though, now watch. So then, why did he say man should leave his mother and father and cling to his own? Because we slow. But if you hang around long, you're gonna get gold. Because now what happens, what do you need to do with gold, people? You gotta put in some wheat. But to purify, well, you gotta put in some wheat. Come on, somebody. You gotta put in some real heat. You hear what I'm saying? Real heat. Because here's what happened. With her, I can tell you about her growing. She was gonna keep going through until she stopped going through and started going through. Because since I couldn't be alone, that was my help weapon. Yeah, help push me into the kingdom. I told you last week. When I realized that the more I do for the queen, the more my kingship rose. So I can catch that. See, we're so busy with people going through it. God has a purpose in our lives for those people. So stop going through and grow with these situations. You gotta grow. I've learned that it's so easy. It is so easy to say, give me help. So easy. You know what? Because what it costs me, the reward is great. I don't need to win anymore. Guys, you gotta, I'm telling you, when we're going through, that's because we're fighting the process. I'm going to show you. It says, let us come together and what? Yeah, what's wrong? Let me tell you what's wrong. When we come together to reason, I don't like the way you reason. That's not the way it's supposed to go. Flo said something that was so powerful. I wait for this moment. Flo said, but what if you right? What if you right? Well, say it loud, Richard. See, that's our thing. We want to be right, but we forget about being right. Which is more important? What's this? On simple stuff, though, guys. Come on, guys, on simple stuff. Me and the preacher was talking earlier. He said some of the stuff we were talking about didn't make sense. When we sit back and do what? How many of you sit back before you engage? You still get angry. How's that possible? So you sit back, can't be engaging. You gotta sit back. Yeah. So what was the purpose for the? Who did you engage with? God, so I mean, you don't answer this. We're going through because we're angry so quick. We get upset so quick. Then we think about it, say, that didn't mean nothing. I want to help you. What is the expectation?
I can see the expectation is the thing that you might see that may or should have happened the way that you saw it in mind, or you thought it might have happened. Didn't actually
stop right there. That's good right there. Don't mess that up. That's good right there. You hear what he said? No expectations is what somebody else should do. They don't even know you expect it. You know what they say? 90% because watch. If it's a male and a female, they think different. If it's two males, they raise different. If it's two females, they raise different. It's not expectation. You tell me, this is how I want to be treated. Not as a plan. Expectation is, I expect him to do such and such, but I ain't don't expect it. So when he don't do it, I got a what? First thing I get is an opinion, right?
Uh-huh.
Next thing I get is an attitude. Now I'm frustrated. Even with your eyes closed. I'm frustrated now. Yeah, tell me, John. Yeah, we're talking about you. You may want to stay with me this one. So what are we going to do now? Guys, if we stop going through things and simply grow, guess what's going to happen? We're going to get to where necessary. Nobody wants a war, but everybody wants a what? Come on, read 19. Let's go. We're going to move. What's that one thing?
19. If you be willing and obedient, you shall eat the good of the land. But if you refuse,
Hold up. What's that word I told you about taking out your vocabulary? But. What does but mean, guys? Yeah. So the first thing you said don't even matter no more. Come on, go and finish for us.
but if you refuse to rebel, you shall be devoured with the sword. For the mouth of the Lord has spoken.
Okay. What does that mean if you refuse? Come on, somebody. That's good. Anybody else? That's good. So that if you don't do, you don't do this choice. And okay. Then watch this, guys. Watch this. Stay with me. Jump over this. First Kings 18:21. First Kings 18:21. First Kings 18:21. So you want to use my Bible or you want to use your phone? You sit over there by all my kids. I know you did. I want to get you still with it. You need this word. Last you need your word in Jesus' name. And if you go there, yeah, 18, verse 21. First Kings.
First Kings 18 and 21.
Uh-huh. Since you good right there, hey, that's a big old Bible there. You got to know how to work that. Good, sir?
And the word said, Elijah came to all of Israel and said, how long halt you between two opinions? If the Lord be God, follow him. But if Baal, then follow him. And the people answered him not a word.
Okay, now let's go slow. One said, let's come get a reason. Last said, but if you refuse. Okay, now in 18 says, if he be God, do what? All right. Because man, how long you gonna be home between two what? What does home mean between two people?
Stop.
You ain't going what? Stop, you going nowhere? Then why are we still halted between two? What two opinions he talking about? Okay. That's the two opinions. Halt between two opinions. I want to do it. Instead of saying not the same that, I want to do it my way or something. But he's telling us, if you don't do it this way, what's going to happen? Now watch, guys. Watch. When you're going through it, it's because he's going your way. But if it's God's way, I'm going to grow. We're stuck as infants when we should be growing. You know what I'd be most amazed about? People be more amazed that, well, they don't see me flinch or something. Shoot, I mean, so many times when we flinch something. Don't think because I'm so deep revelation, but I've been hit before. Anybody ever been hit? So why was next tonight? Knowing that what's swinging on you ain't got no arm. What's swinging on you ain't got no mouth. What's swinging on you ain't got no power. What's swinging you got no, but you still flex. But once you grow, you know the Bible says, watch this. How many of you tired of it? Tired of it. Right? Give me the one. Oh, come on, this side of it. If you're tired of it, you know. Yes. Can I show you what? The Bible says he's seeking who he can what? So, who are you looking for? You're looking for whom he can what? What signs is he looking for? What weakness is he looking for? Going a different direction. Ain't gonna fast, ain't gonna read, ain't gonna study, ain't gonna show up. Stay with me. With all this stuff going on, he said he's seeking whom he can devour. He's devouring who is not willing and obedient. He's devouring who's not willing and obedient. Because where's this enemy at that we're talking about? Say it again? Yeah. I'm saying somebody. Next time you go look in the mirror, you want to see the devil look in the mirror. I'm telling you. Next time you want to see somebody of God, look in the mirror. Because remember, God needs a body, a vessel. What does the devil need? He needs a body, a vessel. So you decide whoever you give your members to. Because now watch. If you are growing, you still hurting. That uppercut you still can feel. But you know this one gonna heal and you're gonna keep up. In your last. Now watch. Probably in the name. If you disobey the orders of the name, what happens? You get in trouble. And to the point that take your money and lock you up. I'll say 60 days. Now watch. Now watch, guys. If you get a speed ticket and you ain't got no insurance, they're gonna take your car and take you to jail. Now we'll fear all that, right? But since we ain't seen God come down hard on us for our disobedience, we keep up. We keep going. We keep going. But I'm showing you now, and I'll show you over there. I'm showing you. Your song's sticky, if you would. Your song's sticky. Guys, can I tell you something that you need to learn? You know why a lot of you still struggling? Because even when you come to Bible study, you don't even take notes. Your mind ain't going to keep that with you. Because the enemy, the Bible says, as soon as you leave it, the enemy does what? He snatches that thing from you. Listen. 18, sir. Amen?
Psalms
18, sir.
When thou sawest a thief, didst thou consider with him and as he partaken with the adultery.
Uh-huh.
Thou givest thy mouth to evil, and thy tongue flameth deceit.
Uh-huh.
Thou sittest and speakest against thy brother, thou slanderest thy own mother's son. These things hast thou done, and thy keep silence. Thou hast promised that I was altogether such a one as thyself. But I will reprove thee and set them in order before thy eyes.
Now, hold on. Now, listen. We're so busy talking about who talking about me. And they want to be a God. We're so busy with our mouth on that person. But guess what he just told you? You thought I was with you, but I can't wait. That's why I keep telling you, you better watch what you say on someone. You better watch who you talking to. If some of you gonna open your mouth, you're gonna drop dead right there. I'm gonna show you something. That's why you gotta be careful what you say to people and about people. Because he said, what did he just say? He said, you thought I was what? You thought I was with you. You thought I was with you. But he said, I wasn't. People, I wasn't. So guys, my thing is that when I'm angry, when I'm frustrated, I said I'm going through. No, I gotta start growing and dealing with situations. I gotta start walking over situations in my growth instead of speaking to it, acting on it, talking on it. Sometimes you listen, I don't care what they say. You don't have to respond. And that's the thing, because remember, he says that he'll break things. He said he'll repay them face to face. But he also says, but if you return evil for evil, he's gonna deal with you. Stop talking about what somebody's saying about you and what they're talking about you. Who cares? They talking about who? You know what I used to say? I'm in a whole nother state, and I'm still on your mind like that? Hallelujah, Jesus. Come on, that's the power of who? Power. I'm in a whole nother place, but your mouth is about who? Amen. So that should be flattering to you more so than upset you. You hear me, church? Why? Because that's your going through, but you gotta what? Grow through. See, God is requiring us to grow like that. Come on, let me get you out of here. Isaiah 57. Let's go to Isaiah 57. Verses 7 through 10. Isaiah 57. I'm going to show you about growth. How many of you really want to grow? Amen. Okay. Some of you do, some of you don't. Okay. I know I am. 57. Growth. See, what you don't confess with your mouth, you won't have with your hands. What you don't confess with your mouth, you will not have in your hands. Isaiah 57, verses 15. 53. Let's go to Isaiah 53, starting at verse 3. So Isaiah 53, starting at verse 3 through 10.
He was despised and rejected and forsaken by men, a man of sorrows and pain, and acquitted with grief and sickness. Like the one from whom men hide their faces, he was despised. And we do not appreciate his worth or have any esteem for him. Surely he has borne our grief, sickness, weaknesses, and distresses, and carries our sorrows and pains of punishment. Yet we ignorantly consider him stricken, smitten, and afflicted by God, as if with leprosy. But he was wounded for our transgression, he was bruised for our guilt and iniquity. The chastisement needful to obtain peace and well-being for us was upon him, and with the stripes that wounded him, we are healed and made. All we like sheep have gone astray. We have turned everyone to his own way, and the Lord has made to light upon him the guilt and iniquity of us all. He was oppressed, yet when he was afflicted, he was submissive and open, not his mouth.
So right there, what you say? You sure that's what God said? You taking all this and opening out his word. Y'all can't take 10 seconds out of it. Because he was willing to grow. He was not willing to go. Guys, when you start fighting the process in which God is trying to move you forward, that's what you're doing now. No, not when you fight it.
If you rebel,
Yeah, you rebel. So then you stay right well. And it looks like that storm will never stop. Anybody ever been in a real hurricane? You Georgia people know about a real hurricane. We've been in some real hurricanes. And you be saying to yourself, when is it going to stop? You asking yourself now, when is it going to stop? Well, it can't stop. That's how it stops. Because if you go through it, you're going to, the storm's still coming, but what you doing? I keep going. You're going to come out. Guys, the task is that he says that he opened out his, come on, daughter, go ahead and finish this.
He was submissive and opened not his mouth like a lamb that is led to the slaughter, and as a sheep before his shearers is dumb. So he opened not his mouth. By oppression and judgment he was taken away. And as for his generation, who among them considered that he was cut off out of the land of the living, stricken to his death, for the transgressions of my Isaiah's people, to whom the stroke was due. And they assigned him a grave with the wicked and with a rich man in his death, although he had done no violence, neither was any deceit in his mouth. Yet it was the will of the Lord to bruise him. He has put him to grief and made him sick. When you and he made his life an offering for sin, and he has risen from the dead in time to come, he should see his spiritual offspring. He should prolong his days, and the will and pleasure of the Lord shall prosper in his deed.
Now, go back to verse 7, guys. We'll just focus on verse 7 first. He's oppressed.
He was oppressed, yet when he was afflicted, he was submissive and opened not his mouth.
Keep going.
Like a lamb that is led to the slaughter, and as a sheep before her shearers is dumb, so he opened not his mouth.
What? How many times did I say that? 2 times. He opened not his mouth. Why are we always got our mouth open? Quick story. Matthew 26. Let me tell you a story while you go there. Tell you a story about the eagle. When the eagle is in a storm, he can't, because he can't fly that way. Let me tell you something. If everybody give me, everybody catch this. 26. So when the eagle is in a storm, the eagle flies above. Can't get in it, can't stay around it. You got to do what? Now watch what he does. But the eagle soars, the eagle doesn't flap his wings. Totally. You can't train with chickens and fly with eagles. Why? Because a chicken does what? Flaps. An eagle does what? So stop training with chickens and think you're going to be an eagle. It don't work that way. So what the eagle does, his eagle gets above the storm. And when he's flying, he closes his mouth. Somebody say, open his mouth. His mouth. I'm telling you for years, and some of you don't want me to do what? I always tell y'all do what? Close your mouth. Because of what's coming out of it ain't what should be coming out of it. So here's my point. So the eagle goes to the highest mountain. The eagle gets to the mountain. He gets to the highest rock he can find. At the highest rock he can find, he gets where the sun can shine. He takes his beak and he beats it against that rock. As he beat against the rock, all the calcium that closed his mouth is broken up. But he's not doing that so he can talk or complain. He makes one sound, he makes one squawk. He makes a loud squawk. With that loud squawk, every eagle within a hearing distance is coming now. They know the sound. Somebody help me now with Christian. They know the sound. So what happens is that eagle gets on that rock, that eagle stays there. That eagle picks every feather. It picks every feather until it grows back. Now, eagle feathers don't go back overnight. It picks every feather. So what happens now is this eagle remains there. He looks like he's runnable by himself. But every eagle can see him for miles away. If you go toward that eagle, guess what's going to happen? They coming. That eagle makes one more sound after about 60 days. He makes a squawking sound. What sound is that? Let him know he's ready to fly. Yes, that eagle had to grow to be able to stand still. Yeah, some eagles that took off. Some eagles took off before they was able to grow. They don't know how to soar. They're broken, they're injured, they're dangerous. You got to learn how to soar before you can take off. I'm telling you, the final scripture you have tonight, you got to learn to grow. And growth, Bible says without what? Mumbling or complaining. When you grow into it, you accepting the will of God for my life. Because it ain't going to be like this. It ain't going to be like this. It ain't. Because the joy comes when?
In the morning.
Somebody say it's morning.
This morning.
We've been made to do it.
All night.
But joy.
Comes in the morning.
Every morning I find out there is still
Joy.
Matthew 26, 42 and 43. When the Bible says the harvest is what?
Yeah.
But the labors, why is that? Good. Why do I always say? Which is it easier to drink? Which is it easier to drink milk or eat steak? Drink milk. That's why we got no labels. Everybody still drink milk. You will never grow on milk. I don't care what the commercial shows. And if you want to grow, that way you got to grow food. Some of us still the same place we should be because we don't want to grow. Somebody say growth hurts.
Growth hurts.
But it sure enough help.
Yes.
Should be on a Wheaties box somewhere, that thing right there. Come on, 42 and 43.
He went away again the second time and prayed, saying, "O my Father, if this cup may not pass away from me, except I drink it, thy will be done." And he came and found them asleep again, for their eyes were very heavy.
He said, except I what?
Drink.
Guys, you're not going to be able to get through this except you drink. This thing ain't going to go away. Houdini can't make it go away. You got to make a decision. In him I have my being. You got to grow through this thing. Every argument ain't yours. Attitude ain't yours. You got to grow to maturity where you can close your mouth. Close your mouth. Because watch, he said, except I what? No, except I drink. This cup won't work. So guess what, guys? One time your lips are parted is when you go.
Drink.
Guys, listen to me. How many of you believe that I call and still catch a hate? Apparently, no, because I got time. But how much hell have you seen me catch? Because it ain't mine. It ain't mine. It's for me to what? Grow. It's for me to grow. I can't run out so sick I don't know what to do. But I ain't gonna mom. I ain't gonna complain. Because I can see it is children. That the people that I encounter, there's a purpose for that encounter. I don't let them bother me, yo. I don't know. I'm gonna find out what I can do for you. Because the more I do for you, the more he sees what I need. That's why we catch. See, my love, it should be yours. Your love. But let God shine to the fact that he got to give you something. So, endure. In the comfort zone, listen to me, I'm done. In the comfort zone, there's no growth. Anybody understand?
Mm-hmm.
We want to be comfortable. When you're comfortable, you won't grow. But in the growth zone, There is no such thing as accountability. It's time for us to grow. I don't know about you, but I feast on this word. I don't just give it to you. It's just get you to know. I mean, when I'm talking to you, because I want to be like Enoch. I ain't gonna tell you about Enoch, you're gonna find out yourself. I believe what happened with Enoch and God. I really believe it. Even Elijah and God. I believe they got so close to God that when it was time, they just went up with it. I want to be so close to him when it's time. And here's the story as you're leaving. If you dare when I go up, how many times? No. Yeah. Come on, give God a hand. You said, if you dare when I go up, you have a double portion.
Praise the Lord, everybody. Praise the Lord. Amen. We thank God for the word tonight. Amen. Praise God for our apostle. Amen. We're going to give our offering. Amen.
Nope. But I did record everything. Yeah, I'm gonna give me a pad. I let my pad just hold on my kid. I know who I used to use. But you know. Where you going? Where you going? Church, man.
Amen. Are there any announcements?
Intercession prayer. Amen. And our pastor Dave Bennett. We had these things established, but everybody was busy and a lot of things took place, and we did a chance to actually get the ball rolling. So we're going to start. So I'll be contacting the lady and find out where you think you are better suited. Amen. And we're gonna set a time where we'll start coming in and praying this at a time to where it fits everybody that's people get a morning team the time to get everybody's time. And Pastor Dave, we have some ideas of what we think will be good to head that up. And we'll talk about what that all everybody knows that people that tend to the needs of our leaders and make sure that we plan things in their honor or whatever. Mostly we attend to the needs, make sure that they use the churches here, and always find opportunity to be a blessing to them. Amen. And to make the load lighter for them. With that being said, all minds and hearts are clear. You stand. Father, we honor you tonight. We bless you, we praise you, we glorify you for being a great honor. We thank you, Lord God, for help and strength. We thank you, Lord God, for giving us, amen, a willing, amen, obedience. So, Father God, just help us, oh Father God, to learn how to grow through what we still go through. Father, we thank you for tonight. We thank you for all that gave, for those that have minds to give and did not have. We ask you to bless this offering, oh God. We ask, Father God, that you would have, you did let it, Lord God, the buckets just overflow, Lord God. In the name of Jesus, for all the needs of the house to be met, and that the world would see, Lord God, the light shine through CPR. That we will be, Lord God, givers, Lord God, this ministry, and help us, Lord God, to do it. So, Father, we thank you for this night. And we praise you in Jesus' name. Amen. Amen.
Talking about everybody come on tight. Try to work.
I can't think of what words. That's all. Yes, you know. Huh? Let me get you know. I said, it's definitely